Hi everybody, welcome back to Rust, and in this quick video we're going to be looking at some of the starter weapons you can craft very quickly in Rust to help keep yourself alive. Now, I'm not talking really about when you're a grub, when you're a fresh spawn on the beach. Your priority should be running away from the beach as fast as you can with your rock and gathering some stones, gathering some wood, make a stone hatchet, make a stone pickaxe. Get yourself about 5,000 wood, 5,500 wood, about 3,000 rock, and then make yourself a base. We're talking about once you've got that in place and you've got your tool cupboard inside, some storage, a sleeping bag, that sort of stuff. That's when you start thinking about weapons. There's three main ones actually that you want to think about. The first one is the bow. Now the bow is incredibly powerful. It's a great ranged weapon with the arrows, and the way you could draw it, and then you on computer, on PC, you then left click to fire. Slightly different on console, but you'll work it out. And you can kill obviously players with this. Might take a couple of shots depending on where you hit them, and you can also kill scientists with these as well from range, and animals as well. So scientists, you can kill those, the AI scientists, and then you can go and get whatever they got on them. Maybe they'll have some juicy weapons. And obviously you can kill animals with these, and the beauty with that is that you can then get your meat or your low grade fuel, stuff like that. So very, very useful. Then we also have the wooden spear and the stone tip spear. Now the spears, you've got to be careful with them, because if you on computer, on PC, if you right click, you get ready to throw them and you will lob them at someone. Now that can be good if you've got another one ready to use, but if this is the only weapon you've got, be careful. So you want to use it kind of as a jabbing tool, whereas really I always think that the bow and arrow with plenty of arrows is definitely my weapon of choice, definitely early game. So let's see what they cost, and you might well be surprised how cheap they are to make. So the bow and arrow, well, the bow anyway, costs 200 wood. That's easy, isn't it? And 50 cloth, so about 5 of those hemp plants you see lying around. And then the arrows that actually go with it, let's see if we can find it. You've got 25 wood and 10 stone for each arrow. So wood, no problem. Stone sometimes can be a problem depending on where you are on the map, but that will give you a nice weapon. Then you've got the wooden spear, which is 300 wood, and then you've got the stone tip spear, which has a little bit more range, which is 1 wooden spear, and you want 50 stones to improve it. So just remember then, when you set up, don't get involved in gunfights. I said there. Don't get involved in bow and arrow fights and spear fights on the beach. Once you've run away and you've got your base established, that's when you start thinking about your starter weapons. Because trust me, if you go out and about with a bow and arrow, somebody starts to threaten you, you can start to fire back at them. Now you might not kill them, but even if they've got a gun, they're going to back off. One final thing I would say actually is be very careful with animals, because often if you don't put yourself in an advantageous position, so you've got height or you're on a rock or you can at least run away, the animals will come after you if you fire an arrow into them. So you've got to be ready to start blatting them, and that's maybe when you could go to your spear and start jabbing them as you go along. So there we go. Some good starter weapons is the bow and arrow and the wooden spear or the stone spear. Cool. Hopefully that's useful. If it has been, hit the like button. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.